Hello everyone, I'm Linda. Welcome to my Colonial Beach kitchen. Today I have a really quick recipe for crock pot beef stew. I'm going to give you a list of the ingredients, but don't worry, they'll be listed in the comments below. I use about 2 to 3 cups of cubed beef. Any cut will do. I generally cut them about 3/4 of an inch to an inch cubes. 3 good sized baking potatoes, 1 large onion, white or yellow is fine. Baking potatoes, any kind is fine. I use about 2 fairly generous sized cloves of garlic, several celery stalks. When it's chopped, it's between a half a cup to a full cup. It's basically your preference. If you like celery, use more. If you don't like it as much, use a little less. Fresh or frozen carrots, about 1 to 2 cups when chopped. You're going to need some salt to taste. I generally use seasoned salt. I really like it. I also use 1 packet of beef gravy mix and miscellaneous freezer veggies. And we'll talk more about those freezer veggies in a minute. First, I peel and cut the potatoes, the onion, and the garlic. The potatoes I leave about 3/4 of an inch square cubes, maybe a little bigger. Onions I chop, and the garlic I chop as well. You can mince the garlic if you like, but I like to just chop it. Next, cut the celery into thin slices, then forage in your freezer for leftover frozen veggies. For some reason, I always have a few bags of vegetables with just like a handful of beans or corn or peas or something like that. So this is a good time to use up those last little bits of freezer bag veggies. And you can see I've thrown in some green beans on this one. Now is the time you want to take those cubes of meat and fry them up. Make sure that the oil is nice and hot so that when you throw the meat in, you want that oil to sizzle really good. You want to brown it all the way around and seal the juices in. Then you just throw it in your crock pot with the rest of your ingredients. Now I add the salt and the seasoned salt. You can add other seasonings if you like, but I'm trying to keep this really simple. Now I take the gravy packet and I mix it with 1 cup of cold water. I whisk it really, really good and then add it to the mix and stir it up. I generally add enough water so it comes up to about halfway up all the ingredients. Now you just turn the crock pot on to high, cover it tightly, and let it cook. You can stir about every 2 to 3 hours, but remember, every time you take off that lid, it cools down the whole batch, so you don't want to stir too often. You can pretty much tell when it's done by the way it smells and the way it tastes. I hope you enjoy this recipe. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen today. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And please subscribe and hit the notification button so you never miss a meal.